You're in store for something hot today, quite literally. Choice specs, solar power, potential Terrifier, overheats from Charizard. Is there anything stronger? We're about to find out what this is really capable of. I heard, unless you're a Scarlet with Flash Fire, and even then you might die. That's the only thing taking the hits. So, the team building plus laddering up series is still going on. I just don't have the time today. I need to build building around Gallade, so I'm just gonna spoil it. Gallade is the thing that's coming next, but I won't have the time to do the team building period today. I don't think, and then if I do it today, then I won't be able to upload it. I want to do the team building and the first video on the same day, so we're gonna postpone that until tomorrow. And so we're gonna have this as the video. So that's what happened yesterday as well with the Scream Tail video. It's Scream Tail. It wasn't because the series has just randomly disappeared. It's just I need to I need to actually build a team and do all the things required. So tonight, really tomorrow morning, I should be able to focus a bit more on that. So looking at my opponent's team, well, we can't Terra the Hatterene. I don't think we'd even need to. I mean, it'd be useful for Goldie, but if I boost enough, I won't need to. Or I kill the Miarscarada. The reason I'm saying that is because the Flower Trick will destroy my Hatterene, right? But other than that, it bodies. So I guess the Poison Jabber could have some Gunk Shot or something of that nature. So Hatterene's decent. I was probably going to be able to keep that Garchomp at bay, keep him shook. That's the primary reason, primary purpose. As this thing right here is also very solid. Assault Vest. I actually did not mean to click that. It's a fine lead. I probably would have went with it anyway. Just looking at the nature of his team, the only thing that doesn't even take a massive super effective hit from me is the I guess there are a few things that don't take super effective, but a lot of them do. But my point is that, one, if you sash here, you'd fear the first impression. I'm not sure what his countermeasure to that would be either way. But I didn't get to make a game plan. We're going to take it as it comes. It's probably sash. So the mindless spike, I say mindless because, okay, sorry. It'd be a very, very insane play to go hard gold and go here. Personally. But let me think, what's the worst case scenario? Yeah. I was like, the worst case scenario is if I hazard up or knock him out and he does nothing. Right, so now Garchomp is and he's showing spikes. This is likely just a Rocks Chomp with the LO. My this guards well against no matter what he does. Fire Blast. Well, didn't guard well against that. I didn't expect Fire Blast. What's his points? Yeah, it doesn't. Bro is wildin'. So we'll first impression for the good damage, the young damage. I don't want him EQing. So U-turner, you could rocks. The rocks aren't worth it for your Garchomp. But from a positional standpoint, I mean, it's not like Zard is my win con, but Zard would be really nice. He keeps going for Fire Blast though. I'm actually gonna go to Hatterene. I don't want rocks up in hindsight. So EQs she should have done from jump. This allows her to just mystical fire. What? How did I die from that? I mean, it's equivalent to stab, but Hatterene isn't necessary. So he goes Azu, which is insane considering I could have just Shadow Balled you there. And Shadow Ball would have killed his Azu, which you don't want. Unfortunately, I want rocks so I can. I'm surprised Hatterene died there. What I should have done was swap Hatterene back out into that's why you always make a game plan. There are a couple ways I can go about this. But what I want to do is sweep him with Zard. but I need sun for that, and my sun turns are gonna wear off here. So this will likely have him sack his Garchomp. I want him to sack the Chomp. It goes Toxic Rogue. Interesting. So unfortunately, the Garchomp is likely to rear its ugly ass head here. The problem is that you can't only Draco Meteor. He might Rocks. Yeah, which is what I didn't want. It's not the end of the world. It's just I didn't want it. I don't know why I went Earthworm. Let's see. Now I see why I went Earthworm. So this could go a couple different areas because he has to go Azu and he has to Drum, which allows for me to have Sun Up. He could go for. He could go for. What do I win with? I win with Zard, and so we'll break the sub. He drums. There are a couple reasons the drum isn't a big deal. Because now we give up this, which forces his Aqua Jet to be weak. Garchomp is good. He'd have to waste this. Because Polt also wins. So we're gonna Chomp for the EQ. If he switches this out into the Earthworm, then he wasted his Belly Drum. Yeah, so it's the Ice Spinners, which is a 2-kill, which is I suppose I could lose if the Goldengo is Scarfed, but even then I don't think so. So let's find out. Is the Goldie Scarf? It's not, so that's a game. But I figured it wouldn't be. I mean, it'd be a very strange team structure if it was. But I guess he was playing just like, okay, well, I'm gonna get bodied by the Sun regardless. Look, so because I clicked the lead on accident, I didn't actually get to structure out a game plan, so I went in there. I was kind of figuring it out as I go. Now the upside of that is that you get to see what the difference between a game where you structure it out and the difference when you don't, and you're just figuring it out, which is what most people do. I'm going to pick a lead and then go in there and you're figuring it out as you go, which obviously isn't ideal. If you got anything from watching the channel, I want everybody to be top. I need to stop using this top G meme. I want to be top teams, top gamers. It's still tight that guy lost me all my points yesterday, that Haxie last game. Especially when Screen Tail was about to go in. So let's structure this one out. We're actually facing opposing weather, which is very cool. Obviously neuters my Charizard quite a bit, but if I can manage to get these bands up and let them stay up, then perhaps not. But I think most importantly, it's going to be about potential Hatterene, right? Terra Water Hatterene. Now, the potential choice band Terra Dark is obviously a concern, but you know, we can make do. But most importantly, Stealth Rock, what can he guard against? Stealth Rock's for Shadow Ball, can't guard against Charizard forces in his Pelipper, which I don't know how well it's going to take the hits, but the fact that it forces in is a massive upside. Chomp, Sub SD, Massacres, if you're not expecting that set. Torkoals, these, my two fire types aren't that great, and this is mid. It's really about Hatterene and Dragapult, honestly. The question is, you know, how can I sustain the hazards? I mean, if I think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes. Okay, so phase 1 is gonna involve. I've seen people mindlessly leave their Pelipper in here to get Dracoed and die. It's too big of a downside if it goes Azu. Azu. He goes Amoonguss. So likely Shampoo with Choice Bandit, Crunch coming my way. I wonder if I definitely get 2-kill by Cole. The question is, do I want to risk? So we're gonna have to play a bit aggressively here as he pivots back. He would have been slower than me, so he'd have gotten the rain up, so that makes sense. So I get a bit of chip here. He's offensive Pelipper. He's offensive Pelipper. That's good information. Which explains why he doubled. Somebody's about to get bodied here. It's offensive. No shit. That's good and bad. Question is, what would he go for? Hurricane wouldn't kill Polt. Hurricane wouldn't kill Polt. I need Polt. I can't sack him on right now. Hydro would have done quite a chunk. Hydro would have done quite a chunk to me. It wouldn't have killed me, obviously. A 2 KO Mungi here. Forces in the power, which he doesn't want. I went hard Slitherwing last time, so there's a possibility that he goes for the crash hard. If he does, so be it. That gives me rocks, which are far more important. So it's all about positioning here, right? So it goes for the crunch. Obviously could go for the first impression, which he should fare. But it's not about prediction, as I said. I say this all the time, you know. It's not about prediction. It's about the long time. So Tusk is in, Tusk is now. Azu, big issue, but as we showed you last game, Azu can be dealt with. So he goes hard. Come on, no! But that's the Hydro miss, so that's some justice right there. So we're gonna go hard for 2 reasons. He's either gonna go Azu or he's gonna Ice Shard. If he crunches, kudos. I'll sack my so I'll go Azu, which I want rocks. Because Pelipper, boom, that's what I wanted. That was the fucking sequence we wanted right there. That was the sequence. So now that Xianpao, you're going to just shot a ball all over his 6. So while it would be lovely to keep Slitherwing here, the Hurricanes, as expected, now he give a kill. Xianpao being God would have been dope, but my Polt being lower would have been great for him too. So now his Pelipper is at low. There are 2 beautiful things about this. Pelipper is low. Now I have to be mindful of his Quakeoval, but I do have my Terra Water hat. Once his Xianpao is gone, so it gives the Among Us up. So for the free switch into Pow, which makes sense. Nothing can take the crunch. The problem is you got to predict. But the way he plays, he's 3,000% going for crunch here. Question is, do I give up Zard? I do. As trash, yeah. As I said, no shockers, no like, oh my goodness, I can't believe crunch, just very obvious. But it's not about predicting, as we said. It's about making the correct decisions. And so Shadow Ball cannot be guarded against. There's no reason not to click it. I KO him from here. If I don't, I'll be very upset with that. Quakeoval is the sack of choice. It's lefty's Quakewa. So unless he has Terra Normal, it won't be of any use. And since he can't spin, that's the big thing he's dealing with right now. He can't spin. So this time when he goes Pow, he's going to Ice Shard. I no longer need my son, so you can Ice Shard. Crunches. He's like, okay, no, I'm never going to. I'm always going to crunch. But as I said, it's all about positioning at this point, right? I could Terra Fairy here and kill his Xianpao, but what good would that be, you know? So it's better to Willow his Peer as he goes for crunch. As I said, it's all about Lehadarine here. And Garchomp as well, but more so Lehadarine. Terra Ghost would have been handsome, but we just got to take it one step at a time, right? Shadow Ball here to kill the Shao. The Pow. The Xian Shao as he goes to what I'm assuming will be Azu. Now the question is, Yaps for Pelipper. Okay, so he wants the rain control. And he's going to try to Terra Jet Sweep. I don't think that'll work though. Because Shadow Ball should do enough to wear Chomper. Actually, I mean, I don't have a choice. I'm expecting Shadow Ball to do enough to wear Chomper. Can he still drum? Yeah, he does enough to where Chomper kills him with rough skin. I wasn't sure. I wasn't 3,000. Come on now, you're gonna blame luck on that. You're gonna blame luck on that. Gonna blame luck on that. So we have a plethora of ways to win this, but we go Hatterene here every time. And just Draining Kiss. Was it Helmet? Nope. So yeah, he needed like an insane roll. Like he needed because he was at 11%. I think Rough Skin does what, 16, 70%. So he needed an insane roll. But like I don't even think if he was max HP. Well, I don't know if he's gonna claim. Well, no, I was max HP. I swear. One, nobody runs max HP Azu. So awful set. I'm not gonna go through the stuff of running the calc and whatnot. Sorry, just looking at my phone there. But why did I think this guy's name was Bumbleclad? Like I thought, Bumbleclad. I thought this was his name just now. Like, this guy really named himself Bumbleclad. But yeah. We got 16 minutes. I'm strapped for time, as I said. I have an appointment. Yeah, maybe Zard will finally start killing folks. Like just murking folks. I think he can do it. Particularly sub Chomp. If I get a Skeledirge to something else to Terra other than a Skeledirge, my sub Chomp just vomits on him. That's a new shit I just made up. Vomits on him. You know when it vomits on him. Vomits. Who says that? Oh shit, that's wrong with me, y'all. But it's all gonna be about. It's gonna be all about Draco Meteor, Terra Dragon Draco. I could use the fire move, but I don't need it to get any KOs. I just want it for this in case it, so I don't have to make the revival version prediction. Tuskis is Rocker or Great or Gambit. So one would assume you're like, okay, well, I don't want his son just ravaging me, right? So I need to make sure that I have countermeasures against that. So Polt's gonna start. I know people just mindlessly lead roll him. In training, I've come to realize people just go, oh, I don't know what to lead. Let me just lead roll them and take it from there. That is not a plan, my friends. Now, if you're a beginner, it's somewhere, right? It's a starting point, but that is not a plan, my friends. That is because now you just lose value versus the thing that's the biggest threat to your team, right? Your Rotom at best won't get some Will-O-Wisp damage and takes, well, I crit, which mattered. But you would have lost 90%. He might have gotten one shot depending on his set, right? And so that's just never a position you want to leave yourself in. And so that also gives me Sun now, you know, suppose he can go and heal up, right? He expected this thing here, as this allows me to rocks. Is this gonna be some Greninja in the Sun? Obviously now this limits the options he can go for. I'd be surprised if he had extra sensory, but not at the same time. Hydro Pump, but Hydro Pump in the Sun. I think if you're doing 23 to me in the Sun and I'm Assault Vest, you would have done 50. You'd have done almost 50 to me. And the Slitherwing is no joke, so he specs for sure as Tusk comes in. It's defense boost, shocker, and it's time. I mean, need I say more? Somebody dies here. Skeledirge is what I want to see evaporate. Oh, that actually took nothing. But I'm glad he left it in. So now he's gonna go to Pawnot. I'm not letting you fucking, what's it called? I could Terra, but I still die, I'm sure. I figured he'd double whatever the hell it's called. But as I said, It's all about the bloodbath, man. Like, I'm all about the bloodbath, bro. Ah! He sacked it. Sorry, here, headphone users. I was pissed just now. Pissed just now. That took me so far back. The Skeledirge is a pain in my... Especially because I lost my Zard. So... Boy, dark move. Man, that's such a big turn. That is such a big turn. And it's the Def Skeledirge too. Which makes things worse. Man. Okay. I'm gonna have to take the Kowtow. It's a 2 kill, which I didn't want. I could kill this, Terra this and kill it. Which would make me able to Draco on his team. Just say Terra Fairies the Skeledirge. Can I win? Like, that was a huge fucking piece of luck. I didn't kill him. Kowtow does 22, so he's gonna use it again. Which isn't ideal for me. Hopefully goes Skeledirge, but it does not. Unfortunately. Draco Meteor every time. He sacks the Dirge. Man, this dude's a beast. So now I'm pretty sure he loses straight up. Straight up! As we just always... What do I want to do here? He can still Terra. Chomp can't die and I get rough skin. And he'll likely anticipate Sucker Punch, anticipating me to just kill him. But even if he doesn't, yeah, even if he didn't sucker there, because it forces in Tusk. And obviously, it's the, what's his face beats both. Yeah, I figured he'd spin, but that's not enough. Pult's still faster, which means there are a couple ways we could go about this. I could Hatterene, draining. He goes to Gambit because he hasn't terrored yet. That's my thing, right? That's what. A lot of the chances of him being. I mean, he took from a +2 max attack, well, almost max attack. Garchomp's Earthquake took 51. He's definitely max defense. So it'd be. I'd have to Shadow Ball the Gambit, he'd Sucker Punch, I'd get to go to thing, die, yeah, this is the best sequence. I guess he could go Gren here. I'm gonna Draco. The reason I Draco there, I have to miss 2 for that to have mattered. So now I just Draco this. It didn't matter what the outcome of that was. That was first impression. Gren dies, but no, we can't Sucker Punch knock on my Slitherwing. Well, I guess I shouldn't play with the crit. Yeah, because he goes Gren, sacks it. And my play here is to go Hat, sack Hat, and first impression. I guess he could Terra into something, but I don't know what he could Terra into that could not take 15% from a stab. So remember, the Terra was still at bay, which is why I was playing the game the way I was like, okay. Like, depending on what his Terra type is, you know, things could have gotten annoying. And because of time, I would end this at 19, but I only have 6 minutes. So we're going to end it there. I only have 6 minutes. before, as I said, I have an obligation, and if the next game doesn't last that long, then I'll have to just forfeit the game. So we're gonna round it out there. Thanks for watching, y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.